Hello. I have a pumpkin and I'm gonna paint it. I'm a little bit sick actually, so I sound a little weird. Let's see what I want to draw on this pumpkin. Riley suggested the ASE alien, so let's draw that. And I have this Sharpie with me. I also have a pen, although I don't think that's gonna work on a pumpkin. And then, let's see, let's draw this. Even though I drew the ASE alien, I need a reference photo because I forgot how to do that. I forgot how to draw it. I actually didn't do the original logo of ASEPresents. I did the red version. I forgot who did the original version. Riley keeps telling me, but I keep forgetting the name. Goodie bag. Whoa, that was like right on the camera. Brushes. What is this? A paint palette. Acrylic paint. I should probably have some water on me. Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm back. I'm back here again. Fix that. So, let's open this. Oh, that didn't open. Let's open this, part 2. Oh, there's side things. Oh, wow, it's open. There it is. Big one. Alright. What color do I use? Oh, not color. What brush do I want to use? Let's use this one. I also have these spongy ones I'm also going to try. Because I gotta paint it black first. Open. There you go. Empty! Hooray! Alright, let's get some paint in this bad boy. Open this acrylic paint. Here. This one's a little easier to open. This is metallic colors, bright finish. Excited to use it. Oh my god. There we go. I think I spoke a little bit too soon. Okay. Gunmetal. That's the black I have. I also have ruby. I'm gonna use that. Use this. Poke it jabby, just like that. And boom. Open. Okay. Put a little bit of paint down. And gunmetal. Open. There you go. I want to mix later with the red, so I'm going to put it on the opposite end of the palette. Do that right here. I actually haven't used acrylic in a long time. Let me readjust the camera. Oh boy. It's already going so strong. Okay. Camera. Action. I'm just saying words at this point. I'm a little out of it. Alright. You got this going on. You want to hug edges of this line. I don't think this was the best brush choice for this, but it's whatever. I'm sticking with it. And then you will do light strokes like that. And then light strokes. We'll get a little bit more of the paint. Let's actually get it all off first. Okay. Get this. Gunmetal. What an epic name. Guns. Guns are pretty cool. Have you ever shot a gun? Asking for anyone. You know what gun have you shot? I've only shot like 2 guns. I don't remember what type of pistol it was. I don't know. I know it was like a 9mm, and then also like a small revolver. I'm very bad with gun names. Very bad with names in general. Because I didn't grow up learning names. I grew up learning colors. Grew up learning patterns and how to do things technically. Not really a big social person growing up. Definitely was not big on socializing. Well, I tried. I'm not going to say that I didn't try. I did try, and I often failed. Just because I couldn't really read the body language of people, and I assumed negative intent, which, to be fair, was, well, not to be fair, I suck cocks. It was necessary, because I was right. The kids and band hated me for whatever reason. Maybe it's because it was too awkward. Actually, do this. Change training in that. Maybe it's because it was too awkward, or maybe it was that I was good at my instrument. And I really only kept to talking about band, in band, so I was very focused on band. I wasn't very keen on talking outside of band topics. And when I did, like eventually when I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna be friends with these people. Actually, I have a story. I'm not going to finish the other story because there was not really a point to it, but this story, because I wanted to be friends with band people, I remember me as a high schooler, sophomore year, and I just learned how to drive. So I took some kids to the junior high, because at the time it was like a weird system. Like it was 10 through 12 was the high school, and then 8 and 9 was the junior high. Since then they built a new high school, so it's not that anymore. But back when this was the case, the band teacher was like, hey, we're going to the junior high, select a few people, section leads, and I was a section lead. We're going to go to junior high and teach the incoming 8th graders and 9th graders how to do roll step and march. I was very good at marching, even before I did drum corps. Actually, this was I was doing drum corps at this moment, because I'm going off on tangents, but how drum corps works is you apply in like November, and there's like auditions until January, and then you get a position, and then you kind of one weekend every month, you go to this school, and the school is like, for me it was like 4 hours away. Go to the school for a weekend, learn all this marching stuff, and then you go back. And you do that every month until All Days, which happens in June. Anyway, back to the story. I am teaching these 8th and 9th graders how to march and roll step and whatnot. And we're on a break, and we're in the other band teachers, the 8th and 9th grade band teachers, like, office. And this group of kids who hate me, but like is in the lower brass section, so I have to get along with them. They're like, yo, I'm gonna get some pizza. I'm like, okay, give me a 1. And I give this kid a 20. And comes back, several pizzas, no 20. I asked for 1 pizza. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to assume that you used my money to spend on everyone's pizza. and I had pizza of my own. He had a pizza of his own. And so I actually, you know what? I asked him first, hey, where did my money go? He's like, oh, I used it to give you a drink. I'm like, a liter of Mountain Dew is not $20, and Little Caesars at the time was still $5. And he was like, okay, yeah, I got that for you. So what I did after that was, he had a pepperoni pizza, I had a cheese pizza. I'm like, I take pepperoni pizza. I go in to grab it. He's like, hey, stop, you fucking cunt. Says that to me. I'm like, taken aback. I'm like, oh shit. Didn't think someone would call me a cunt. Especially a Mormon. He was Mormon too, which was the worst part. I'm like, well, my immediate response was like, you can have my pizza if you want. And then after that, he just kind of ignores me. His group of friends leaves to roam the whatever it's called, the hallways. And I am in the band room until the end of the school day. And, you know, that was one of my stories from band. You know, I enjoyed band. I enjoyed playing jazz band specifically, but god damn, the constant drama. Like, everyone would talk shit on each other, and I wasn't really about that. So, and people talk shit on me, even though I wouldn't talk shit on them. It was still like, fucking constant drama. And I think it was, what I think it was I went to the high school in a school district where it was like affluent neighborhood. It was upper middle class, I'd say. And the school was like 85% white. So there's like not really a lot of diversity. So these kids aren't like seeing different perspectives. And the way I grew up, I was in foster care. And in foster care, I got to see a lot of different perspectives. These kids did not see a lot of different perspectives, so they had a lot of issues that they created themselves, including social issues. Which is why, eventually, I had to leave band. I had to leave band junior year, just because it was just too much. Too much drama going on. After band though, actually during my time at band, junior year, I was taking Running Start, basically just like actually just college classes that you can use for high school credits. And after I left band, I just got fully committed to college, and pretty much immediately I was like, man, this feels so much better being treated like an adult. But probably the worst part of it is every semester, actually no, every quarter, you had to go to the high school and like talk to the counselor, like, oh, this is the classes I'm taking next. This is the classes that will like fulfill these requirements. And the front lady desk, like talking to her every time, she's like, sweetie, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't roam freely. I'm like, okay, I'm going to the library. You need a library pass. Man, it's just so much hassle. I generally hated high school. College is pretty lit, just because people actually treated me like an adult there, and it was pretty nice. I did college for 2 years while doing high school, and actually during this program, the college actually pays for your credits, which is pretty cool, up to like 15, then you have to pay. I think I only had to pay like $1,000, and this was during the summer school. when it wasn't like paid for. Like I did summer school just so I can get my associate's degree before the fall when I enrolled into Washington University. And my time there at Western was pretty neat. Of course, I skipped class because I don't like classrooms. I don't like sitting for however long and being expected to just like follow along. Just sitting for long periods of time for me is just like bad. I can't deal with it. I mean, of course, I think I've gotten a little better at it. Yeah, this fucking gunmetal. I think I need to let this dry. This is almost done. There's just little like paint strokes, brush strokes you need to compensate for. Also, I think you should just only brush one way, so like the brush strokes are consistent. Like I just did there, brushed down and all the paint got removed. Okay, I think I got this ASE Daily going. Actually, I think there's like white somewhere. One of the things when you learn how to draw, how to paint, it's you learn patience. Because art takes time. Art takes a lot of time. And I think I'm just gonna go with that. Yeah, art takes a lot of time. If you don't have any patience, if you don't have any passion, you're not gonna be a painter or artiste. New story. I started to draw pretty much early on, like preschool age. I've been drawing forever. My first drawing was like this car. And look at that. We got very close to what the ASE alien looks like. We got a couple of this line arts going on. There's not really a lot of paint going on, so it's mostly just mixing with the gunmetal. But I like how it looks. This looks pretty cool. Let's say my job performance rank is a 6. It definitely was not what I was thinking when I looked in my head. Which usually is never the case. I usually think one thing, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. How about this? And it usually turns out to be either worse or better than what I thought. Sometimes an art piece just gets together. It comes together pretty easily. It's like, oh, that's pretty neat. Sometimes it takes a lot of effort to get it right. And a lot of, is this the correct perspective? Or, can't tell if this is correct perspective. I'm kind of doing that right now on a piece of fan art that I'm doing. Like, I gotta have out before tomorrow, actually. So after I draw that, I'm gonna draw this. The fan art. Okay, this is, fuck. I got my hand in the red. Don't do that. Don't be like me. Okay. And that looks pretty good. I'm gonna call that a day. Let that dry and do the other side. And I hope paint does not smear on the back of this. Does not smear on the porch. Oh, there's dirt on it. You know, I probably should have cleaned this pumpkin before. Okay, this is what I got on this side. And I'm gonna stop painting because it's cold. And I got a little bit of a headache and a sore throat, and I just would rather just stop talking. Alright, this has been painting with mint salad. I got this ASE alien as well that I made. That's pretty cool. If you want me to paint more things, say what things to paint. And I might paint them. Or not, but mostly I will. Especially on pumpkins. Pumpkins are pretty cool. I wish I had a carving kit so I can carve these pumpkins, keep the seeds, and then paint around the carved. That would be pretty cool. But I didn't have a carving kit this year. They didn't really have one at the dollar store when I went. Paint it was. Again, if you want me to paint things, tell me what to paint. Otherwise, this has been It's Mint Salad.